Myself is Devendra. I am having a two company right now into the healthcare space. One is the healthcare IT as a Medisoft. Under Medisoft, we are doing telemedicine and healthcare IT. And under the Meditour, we are doing the medical tourism. We are the only company who has integrated the telemedicine with the medical tourism. I have written a book called name as a Telemedicine and Introduction. And let's see. Okay, I believe most of the people know about the telemedicine definition and also I'm not going into the deep on that. But mainly there are technology-wise three type of telemedicine we can define. Store and forward is the simplest form of telemedicine. There is the real time and the third is the hybrid, which is integration of the store and forward as well as the real time. When I say the real time, it means the web-based as well as the online. Also of the users type, we have the two type of telemedicine, the home healthcare and the clinical telemedicine. In worldwide, the home healthcare telemedicine has a lot of revenue coming up. In India, the revenue is almost zero with the various reasons we will discuss into the presentation. Go ahead. Telemedicine market in a rupees terms is a 65 crores market for the worldwide, and India has the market potential of the 3,200 crores. So the people who is sitting here is a market to tap the markets. Okay, in a brief, this is how the telemedicine consultation centers where the centers are in the village areas where the patient is there and the patient medical data, medical vitals is taken and to be sent where the doctor is available. This is the expert doctor centers where the data is available and the doctors is giving the opinion. This is the simplest form of the store and forward telemedicine. The patient data is acquired to be sent, to be seen by the doctors, video conferencing, data transfer is done, and the patient gets the report. This is the complex model where it invokes the web-based technology. So any person or any people who has just a computer and internet can able to use the telemedicine. Now we see there are a lot of potential of the telemedicine, but as a doctors, I believe very few of you are using the telemedicine. So what's the reason? The first reason I see is the ROI, the return of investment versus return of investment. So when we talk about ROI, some doctors comes and I give them the quotation of say 5 lakhs rupees and they says that okay, we are not getting any returns from that, so we are not going. But you have to see the ROI is insignificant versus demand. In the sense, if I say the bank, the ATM is not a revenue generating model, it's a loss making model. But can you able to open the bank account, he is not offering the ATM services? No. The same is going to happen after few years. If you are not providing the telemedicine or the healthcare IT, no patient is going to come for you. Okay, people demands are changing. They need all these services at their doorstep. So that is why the Snapdeal, Amazon, Flipkart are very popular. And the same is going to happen in the healthcare field. As a doctors, you can able to provide the services to the remote people sitting at the same places. The doctors who offering this type of services, they will capture the sizable markets. If the doctor is not offering the same, you are not going to survive more. Okay, now we see the lot of potential, but telemedicine is not so popular. So what is the reason? The reason is that IT industries has done a poor job. Say we are not able to give you the exact idea that what telemedicine can do for you. We do not have any demonstration. We do not provide the much case study for the telemedicine which attracts you to go for the telemedicine. The people consider the telemedicine is a high cost, but I will prove you that you can start the telemedicine with the 0 rupees. Okay. Other barriers are say patient is not accepting or physician, doctors is not accepting, the technology is not available in a reasonable cost. Those are the other aspects. But the most important aspect is the reimbursement. So when we talk about the reimbursement, we have a plain calculation like Gujarati. I am seeing the patient, I am charging him the 200 rupees at my consultation centers. So why I give the free of cost consultation? But with the telemedicine, you need to see the both, the tangible and intangible advantage. Like if you see the patient from the remote side and if you just earn a 50 rupees, and if the patient is coming to you for the advanced treatment, the cost which you are putting up for the patient, you are able to recover. The same model we have implemented about the 30 ECG centers in North India, and the doctor is getting 1 angiogram per day from that particular center. So you can imagine the turnover what you are having right now with his hospitals. The most important aspect is the legality. Now I have told that you put the separate slide for the legality. We have the discussion in the morning as well. So telemedicine is itself a legal thing. The Ministry of IT, Ministry of the Government of India, having a papers, having a full terms, full papers which says that the doctors should use the telemedicine. They also say that doctors should use the Skype instead of the high cost video conference system. So there is no aspect that telemedicine is legal. But said so, the telemedicine is legal and it's established the patient-doctor relationship. So whatever the patient see you in a general practice, in a face-to-face consultation, the same can happen on telemedicine. Now, what is the advantage between the telemedicine and the general things you right now are using? Because you all are using telemedicine. In the sense, like say that there is a patient and you see something on an X-ray or sonography and you ask your colleagues for the opinion, that is a one form of telemedicine. Now, what we are talking about somewhat higher form where you are transmitting the data to your friend and you are taking his opinion. In that form, you have the documentation available. So if something happens and if somebody asks for the documentation which we discussed in the morning, you have the structured documentation available for you. As an expert doctor, yes, you are as an expert doctor also liable to sue by the patient or by any other authority. But in expert doctor's role, the negligence is not that giving a wrong diagnosis, but the reason why you have given the particular diagnosis, that is very important. So in telemedicine, you have that reason available. Like say you have seen the X-ray, you have seen the sonography, and you have arrived to the particular opinion. If that is established, I think you can able to save from the legal aspects. Like say we have the consent form which is developed by the all telemedicine player worldwide, so that may save you some hassles to go for the legal sign. You just need to sign by the patient at the remote side. Also in software, we make sure that this all arrangement is made under the software. So whenever the prescription got print out, we have the legal note at the foot point that this is the use of telemedicine so and so you can able to save. But in future, I may say that the patient will sue you if you are not using the telemedicine. I'm just keeping these slides. This is how to make the telemedicine successful. Like what is the emerging trend in telemedicine? To go for the personal. So like say you may have the website, but website is just give you the information. But in telemedicine or in e-health, you can set up something bigger than the website, where you can able to involve the patient. You can able to take the patient, that is called a PHR, personal or the patient health record, and you can able to share that PHR with the patient, and in needed, you can able to add or the patient can add in their PHR. Okay, like say, as I said that we are the one of the company who integrated telemedicine for the medical tourism. So we provide the free of opinion to our website patient who comes to our website and registered. And at the end, we provide them the cost estimation, and that's many patients are traveling to India because they got the good opinion from the Indian doctor, and when they compare the cost, our cost is lower, so they can able to travel. So the same you can able to do. Like say you can able to create the website and you can able to have the app which provide the patient can store that medical data, and as needed, they can able to communicate to you for the follow-up or the first or second opinion whatsoever. As a Gujarati, like say we all have the account in Money Control or the NDTV Profit where we know the fluctuation of the shares, but if somebody says that my daughter has the typhoid, then I don't know which date it happens, how long it happened, or what the medication is given by the doctor. So now health data is very important. Okay, I'm showing you the small video made by the Microsoft. I have cut it down for a 1 minute, but you can visit on a website, you can visit on a YouTube, and it will give you the idea that what the future of health is equal to future of telemedicine. Audio check. Okay, the data online got transferred to the doctors. The doctors select the patient, sees the data. Okay, the doctor shares the result with the patient. If needed, he can communicate with the patient. And even in a hospital, you are just more using a telemedicine, online video conferencing, which is part of the telemedicine. And when the patient come to the hospital, he just pays particular diagnosis charges, do that things, and the data is available online. So you are not interacting patient if the patient is at home at your hospital. So this is the future of the healthcare. नहीं पैसा મળે છે તમને पैसा મળે છે તમને
Sir, only 3 minutes left, please. Sir, only 3 minutes left.
Okay, we have seen in morning the Google Glass. So Google has, we have 2 minutes, okay. This glass is with the circuits and all, so whenever you got the tears, it will automatically sense and send the data in your computer. So all this innovation in technology that is made in telemedicine. Smart cloth, we have seen into the Nordic. Robot surgery, the patient is at one place, the doctor is at other place, and they do the surgery. Okay, this is done by Dr. Vara's clinics, and it is Indian Ahmedabad application that you get the ECG result within 30 minutes. This is the same as telemedicine. We have implemented this in a Sankara Netralaya. So as a mobile one goes to the particular village, and they can have the telemedicine at any peripherals. This is done by my company for the tele-ambulance, so you can able to send the ECG within ambulance when the ambulance is moving, so you can save the golden hours time. Like I was discussed with Dr. Malpani just right now that the drone cameras, Three Idiots camera that is using everywhere in surveillance, in marriage function we are using the drone camera, but in healthcare not using. So this is the just 30 seconds video where we can use the drone camera. Just go to the Google and have the, go to the YouTube and have the full video. The mHealth, this is ECG, wearable various devices. This is important project we did in Pakistan that you called just a one number 1911 and you can connect with the doctors. So this is done with the Uninor, the Telenor company, and the charge is done by the Telenor and they can share the revenue with the doctors. I talked to have the free healthcare, the free telemedicine. You can visit those sites, have the PHR. Yeah, this is a sample of the PHR. And this is available to you free of cost from my website, that is ehealthopinion.com. And you can do the telemedicine free of cost. And you can use as a video conferencing, you can use Skype. This is how the telemedicine or teleeducation is doing. Okay, thank you so much.